So he's obsessed with Pokemon. Now this is when it gets really weird, you guys. His obsession with Brie Larson is so beyond normal. He has made close to 6. It's hard to tell because there's so much footage, but we calculate it must be close to 60 videos. 60 videos on Brie Larson, and every single one of them has her in the same outfit with tons of cleavage. Brie Larson's channel is dying.
They have, I mean, that's his most popular outfit to use her. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but yeah, that's definitely
60 videos. Yeah, Brie Larson's channel is dead. With the classic SoFlo Antonio emoji. Captain Marvel.
Biggest fan.
So here's a look at some of the many videos he's made about her. Let's see. Brie Larson's most unlikable. Brie Larson turned down. Brie Larson made a YouTube channel, and reactionaries losers are seething. Brie Larson damage control. Ruby Rose goes for Brie Larson. Brie Larson barely in Adventures. Critics say Captain Marvel only gets 50 minutes. Oh my goodness, dude. I mean, who thinks about Brie Larson this much? It's just so weird. Like, why Brie Larson of all people to obsess over? He clearly has a disdain for women.
I honestly consider myself the #1 Brie Larson fan channel.
Yeah, that's super disturbing, bro. 50,000 bad Captain Marvel reviews deleted and YouTube hiding. No, give me a break. YouTube is hiding. Dude, you are such a fucking weirdo. But wait, it gets better. The first video on Jeremy's channel about Brie Larson, the origin of his infatuation. Oh, man.
She let out yesterday with a cryptic tweet to Entertainment Weekly. Hey, Entertainment Weekly, I'm bored. Want to break the internet tomorrow? So everyone assumed that they were...
I will say in his... Well, I don't really think it's in his defense, but I do hate that phrase. I hate anybody who says break the internet.
Yeah, it's bad.
We're going to be releasing the Captain Marvel trailer, a movie that isn't for me. The comic book was terrible, in my opinion, and Brie Larson...
Is it just a coincidence that he hates like all like female leads, black leads, anyone that's not a male guy as the main character? It's not for him.
A vile woman. That doesn't mean people can't enjoy her film. I'm just choosing not to support it on personal reasons. Well, entertainment...
Yes, she has not fucked me. And that is the reason. Should I keep watching? Or should I go?
I think that's plenty.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Some of the issues he has with Brie Larson include Brie's YouTube channel is growing fast because she's famous. I mean, it's not that big. It has 440 subs. She joins YouTube. He made a video. Brie Larson joins YouTube. She's totally just like us, except better. Brie supposedly has a butt double, and she lies about doing her own stunts. Bro. Avengers cast savagely roasts Brie Larson and her lies about doing her own stunts. There's no way that that's a true title. Her comments on race. Brie Larson totally doesn't hate white men. Captain Marvel isn't for white, though. Did she say that? She didn't say that.
No, she's talking about diversity and the people reviewing the movie.
Yeah, he hates diversity. I can tell. That's a thread. Should I watch this video? It's kind of a highlight.
Yeah, it's a highlight of these topics.
Welcome
Great.
to YouTube, yet another Hollywood celebrity. This time, it's everybody's favorite creator, Brie Larson. It is, of course, my prediction that she has come to YouTube in order to take us all down. That's right, because now that she's a YouTube content creator, she'll be protected by YouTube's creator-on-creator policies. So people can't make endless videos mocking her like they could have before.
Dude, you have
I'm
60
sure that's
videos
just
about her up on your channel right now. Like, God, you're such a... Like, he's crying about being a victim. Nothing's... He, by the very definition of his existence, disproves his whole victim narrative. Yeah, he still pushes it.
Coincidence, though. That's right. Brie is here to stay.
Also, like, dude, do you think she knows who you are, bro? That she gives a fuck about you? The only reason she knows who you are is because, like, a police officer tipped her off. Her agent said, hey, you might want to get a restraining order against this guy.
Marketing blitz. Brie Larson has created a YouTube channel, and therefore that is extremely newsworthy. So I will cover it. First of all, Brie Larson has already gained 38,000 subscribers today. I'm sure she'll end the day.
That's really not that big of a deal, dude. Like, her video has 17,000 views. Why are you shitting on her?
At 1 million or more. It's exactly what you might expect. Brie Larson doing exactly what I would do in her role, flexing on all these YouTube content creators who are who would thirst at the idea of sharing their channel with Brie Larson to help launch hers. She appeared on Hot Ones this morning. Near the end of her video, she points out that in her comment section, she says, "Thank you for watching my first YouTube video. It was so great learning from all of those who joined. Make sure to follow them. Leave a comment letting me know which creators I should work with as well. Please, Brie, let's do a breakdown of your Captain Marvel role." Who can forget the fact that Brie Larson's own butt had to have a stunt double? If you remember that there was a casting call presumably for Brie Larson, a feature film Mary Lou, but body double, working multiple days starting in September. Why might she?
What? That's the evidence? Is just some random casting call? But it's very normal, by the way, to do that. I don't know why. Right? Yeah. That's normal. People do that all the time.
A butt double. I mean, I don't know. I mean, only, you know, you're going to have to really wonder.
Yeah, dude, you're not desperate to fuck her or anything. Acting like she's got a flat ass. You are such an unfuckable. He's like the most unfuckable human on earth.
She might have, but no, I'm not butt shaming her. I'm just saying, hey, you know, even your butt isn't real in the film. That doesn't seem very woke. Brie Larson, this is back in June when I made the video, promises, "I don't hate white dudes, but laments the lack of inclusion among film critics." I'm not judging you if you want to see Captain Marvel. If you're interested in that film, I, for one, will not be seeing it because Brie Larson thinks I'm overrepresented in critics and assume presumably overrepresented in the people paying to see her movie. Now, it's a...
Dude, he's so reaching to be outraged. He's so social justice warrior-y.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you think there's not enough diversity in critics? Well, then I'm not going to, me, a white man, is not going to pay to see your film.
Bold marketing strategy to attack white men. It didn't work great for Ghostbusters 2016. Maybe it will work for Captain Marvel. Now, Captain Marvel has a gigantic budget for marketing. They're in every movie I've seen in the past 6 months. They've had her trailer, and I'm sure the movie will do just fine, all right? Me not going to see it isn't going to be a big deal, just like me not going to see,
Thanks for the breakdown, dude.
Solo, a Star Wars soiree, didn't really affect them that much. Although
soiree is what he called it.
But I, for one, am not going to give money to somebody who is clearly a racist and a sexist individual because she's not actually concerned about.
I mean, what's more racist, saying that there's not enough diversity in film critics, or saying that Gay Pride Month is about dudes butt fucking? Or wanting to write for the Daily Caller, which has a countdown timer on their homepage to the white genocide.
Getting fair and accurate reviews. She wants her reviews done by people of a certain gender and people of a certain color. And by definition, that is racism and sexism. So I have no interest in giving money to Brie Larson, given her disgusting views on people.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's quite a stretch, dude. Well, as we've established, she's made 60 videos on Brie Larson. One of her central criticisms is that she's a celebrity on YouTube trying to be like, hey, look at me, I'm one of the beautiful people. Celebrate me. So it would stand to think that Will Smith, who's like really the greatest perpetrator of that, who has 9 million subscribers, would also, be under the wrath of the quartering. Let's see how many videos he's made about Will Smith. Zero. Zero videos about Will Smith.
How come he don't want me, man?
You know, I mean, I don't know. I think that's pretty telling that he hasn't made a single video about Will Smith.
Yeah, I when I was digging around, I did manage to find a single tweet that kind of offhandedly mentioned him in passing of that being cringy, but yeah, no videos.
60 Brie Larson, 0 Will Smith.
Fortnite.
Yeah. By the way, her channel's not even that big, dude. It had like 400,000 subscribers. Will Smith is in fucking YouTube Rewind saying Fortnite, So, I mean, come on. How does he not get one video? It's rewind time. Rewind time. Fortnite.
That's hot.
It's rewind time.
That's hot. Anyway.
Oh, that's hot.
Jeremy really wants to talk to Brie. Oh my God. He tweets at her and tagged her on Twitter. I am offering Brie Larson the opportunity to speak about these comments. Comments nearly 500,000 potential film reviewers would love to know more about. If she really doesn't hate white men, then she will grant me just 20 minutes via Skype. I'll work around her schedule.
SIMP.
Good call, Mr. Phil. New video. This is in response to his video. Captain Marvel is not for white men, he called it. Please, he's begging his fans, please share this. She says it's not for white men. Even publicly, she tries to say that she totally doesn't hate. Is this what we watched?
Yeah.
Because that's literally not even close to what happened in the video.
Yep.
She's talking about film reviewers, not audience members. And she just is asking for more diversity. She even publicly tries to say she totally doesn't hate white men, but her actions and words prove she's a sexist racist. Please share this. Bro, the fact that he tweeted at her is the most sad shit ever and tagged her. 130 likes. Excellent. Okay. This is when it takes a turn for like Bates Motel. This shit actually really disturbed me. Jeremy bought a shed with the money he made from all of his Brie Larson videos. He calls it the brieshed. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a 12 by 12 shed. If you want to play the video.
So this video is called Brie Larson Bought Me Something Amazing. Here's the video.
So obviously a lot of people gave me a lot of grief for making so many videos about Brie Larson. You know, the thing is that they didn't understand is that I'm a huge fan. Brie knows I'm a huge fan, and that's why she sent me such a wonderful gift. Thank you, Brie. You know, a lot of people said, hey, you made 20 videos on Brie Larson. Are you obsessed? No. I was giving the people what they wanted. And because of that, look at what Brie sent me. A beautiful brieshed. Now I need to do a little bit of landscaping around the sides, which I'm hoping this Brie Larson film video will cover. But let's just do a little cribs tour of the wonderful brieshed.
Now, if you think this is reminiscent of a snuff film, just wait for the next slide.
This is a beautiful 12 by 12 slab. Gonna install some rafters up here.
Okay. So he's got the brieshed. Now, let's see where this... Now, something to be considered, okay? Brie Larson won an Oscar for the movie Room, where she trapped in a shed and sexually assaulted over and over. Here is the shed from The Room. You can see this is the shed. This is the brieshed he bought to taunt her. Now, considering everything we've talked about, is it really a coincidence? Can it really be considered a stretch to think that maybe he's making a reference to a shed in a film where she was raped and sexually assaulted over and over and held a prisoner? I mean, is it really a reach? I'm not sure. He always talks about his brie shed. I mean, more stuff happens in sheds than just putting a
I'm her
lawnmower.
biggest fan.
You know who probably really got him that shed, right? His wife.
Just, he's like sleeping there, bitch. No
Not
more.
pissing in the basement.
The house stinks like urine. Pee outside like you fucking animal. That's a good
Just
point.
peed in my basement.
Yeah, you think Bree bought that for you? You know your wife controls all the finances. You don't even have a credit card, bro. You know you hand over the check of your AdSense every month. Wow. All right, closing statements, AI Ian. What do you think about Brie Larson's shed and about the Simseldom and everything? Please defend your client better than the other two times.
I don't know, man. I may have to give my license back.
Oh, you don't want to be a lawyer anymore?
I may have to. This might be it.
You're
I might
ready?
have to leave the courtroom.
You're
for
ready?
good.
You're saying your client is so difficult to defend, you are ready to retire as a lawyer.
I just can't. I got nothing. My battery's low. And so is my spirit.
Well, let me ask you, do you think it's a coincidence that he bought a shed called the Brie Shed that has a very striking resemblance to a shed in a movie where she was repeatedly raped and held prisoner?
A brie shed that looks identical to a shed from her most popular film where he calls it the brie shed and keeps a poster of her inside of it. Yeah, it's probably just a coincidence.
It sounds like you're on our team. It sounds like you're on the prosecution's
Bruh.
team. You wanna cross over to his side?
I mean, I can never be on your side,
Right.
Judge Klein, but, you know, I may just walk away from the whole thing. No side. No man's land.
Well, let me ask you some specific questions. What do you think? I got nothing either.
See, you understand my struggle.
AB, would you like to close with any statements?
I mean, yeah, I don't think I really need a closing statement, but I do have a little theory as we're going through this. I'm kind of curious if maybe he just hates his wife and he's taking it out on Brie Larson, and all this is just built up hate.
Well, he clearly he has a problem with females. I mean, generally, when people have something deep seated like that, it goes back to childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I'm not gonna. First of all, I'm not a professional and I don't know. But if I had to guess here, you know, as a judge, and it is my place to speculate on the psyche of the. Obviously, all good judges speculate on and diagnose those on trial. But I would say he probably, you know, has a problem with his mom, Freud would say, and it's led him down a path of surrounding himself with women that he despises, right? His wife makes him sleep in the basement and pee down a drain until the stunk was too heavy that she bought his ass a shed and moved him literally outside like an animal. She goes to pizza without him. Say no more.
And he has to sit in the back seat.
He sits in the back seat. Who does that?
Okay.
He's a quarter of a man.
Some would say he's a quarter of a man. Some would say he's a quarter of a brain. Some would say he's got a quarter of an inch fully torqued.
He shoots a quarter load with that lotion.
A quarter load.
There we go.
Well, it doesn't sound like there's much to talk about, guys. I will say that I think we've come to a verdict here. Let's summarize. Reviewing the evidence of simp celery. Again, it's overwhelming. An unhealthy obsession with any beautiful girl he deems unattainable to him and his fellow red-pilled Pilled incels. You can be an incel and be married, by the way. Trust me, his wife definitely does not have sex with him. So he is an incel. In fact, he may still be a virgin. I don't know the nature of the relationship. He has 20 gay dads, by the way. He was raised by an army of gay black men. He is unhealthily obsessed with Pokimane. For sure. Even as far to Photoshop himself in her loving embrace. He is unworldly, stalkerishly obsessed with Brie Larson, making close to 60 videos about her. Using the revenue to buy a
Brie's
shed.
here to stay.
He calls it the brieshed, which has an uncanny likeness to her most popular film that she won an Academy Award with, where she was held prisoner and repeatedly molested. Now, if I was Brie, I would probably be worried about this man and seek probably a restraining order. If I was the wife of the quartering, I know she doesn't watch his videos, but she might want to start seeing what he's up to on the internet. You know, in short, he is guilty, man. He is guilty on all charges. I sentence you to never use a toilet again. You will be pooping, jizzing, and peeing down the drain for all of eternity. And you will live outside like an animal in the shed. And I think that you're probably a virgin, and I think it will stay that way till the your parting days. Think you
I just peed in my basement.
Just remember, guys, being married doesn't mean you're not a virgin. I have proof, at least. I have a child. Okay? So unless I see proof, he's a virgin until otherwise